Hello everyone, welcome to Old Town Quilt Shop for our Live at 5 on Wednesday evening. And this is the information you need to get a hold of us at 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, so you can shop on our online shopping. So nearly everything in the store is available online. And then we also have an email if you have any questions, or our phone number. And we are located about an hour north of Santa Barbara on the central coast of California, and this is our address and the hours that we are open for in-person business. So we hope to see you in our shop. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started and see what we have in store today for new fabric. So today from Island Batik we have some neutral. So these first two, these are batiks, and they are neutral. The light batiks are often hard to find, and these I believe we've had these before, or something very similar to them. They just have a very faint, this one's a white and this one is more of a an off-white and has a little more color in it, but they're just circles of dots, our dots, our favorite thing. And this one, has more of a bluish tint to it. But anyway, they are neutrals from Island Batik, and they're $14.10 a yard. And then from Island Batik as well, make it a little easier, we have Pin Dot Floral. So this is a line of theirs, and we also have the 2.5-inch strips. So this is all of them, and we got a number of them in bolts. So we do have these available. So we have, really a very nice hot pink with kind of some corally color and purple through it. Batiks are just so much fun. And this one has a variety of colors in it, the pinks and the teals and the oranges, and kind of fading into yellow, but pretty little flowers on it because of course this is floral. And you see the little pin dots behind them all, so they all have a little bit of dots in them, so we couldn't resist. And then you have the leaves. So this is mainly the greens and the and the teals, a little blues, but again with the dots behind it. And the flowers, again, just another color, a little variation, a little more yellow in this one, but still with a lot of the pink and the teals. And then we do have the pink that are just dots, and very pretty. This is a very bright pink color. It's probably coming out a little darker on the video. And then, this, I guess these are leaves. It almost looks corally to me, but again, the pin dot background, but the different colors of the leaves, the yellows and the blues and the teals and the greens, with a lot of pink in the background. So there is a lot of pink in this particular collection. And the 2.5-inch strips have a few more of the greens. But the pattern that we have coming for this is not in our store yet, but it will be. It is called Bloom, and it takes the bolts of fabrics that we did buy. So you can do this with what we have here. Of course, you could do that with, whatever fabrics you want, but it's always nice when they've already picked the fabrics, and if you like them, then it works out really well. So this fabric, or this pattern, will be available in, a couple of weeks, and we do have the fabric already. So Pin Dot Floral goes with the pattern Bloom from Island Batik. And then also from Island Batik, we got some other 2.5-inch strips. English Lavender, so of course this is more of the purples and the blues, and we don't have any bolts that we got with this, but we do have the 2.5-inch strips. So I'm sure that we have other things that would work with this quite well. And okay, the last one from Island Batik is the 10-inch squares. And I love how Island Batik packages theirs because you get to see them all. I actually tried to do this once. It is very labor intensive. But anyway, this is Blooming Garden, and look look what they put on the front, the dot one, because just for us. But anyway, it does have a variety of colors, very pretty, and like I said, you get to see all of them in this packaging, so I like that. So again, this is the 10-inch squares from Island Batik. Okay, and then we have some more batiks. We seem to kind of go in spurts of buying things, but anyway, this is Kasuri from Robert Kaufman. So last week we had these two. So they're the lighter blue in the Kasuri, and so the two other ones that we purchased have come in. So these are the darker blues. So
they're darker than what they're showing.
And they're, yes, they are. Oh, they are darker than what is showing on camera. This is really, a deep blue with some of the lighter blue, but it's not a light blue by any stretch. And this is a very deep blue, this one, with the dots running through it, and some sections of it are very very deep blue. So it really is a nice midnight kind of blue. So okay, yeah, it's hard to get these correct on camera, but it is Kasuri from Robert Kaufman, and $14.55 a yard, and these are the two previous ones that we got along with that. So then, also from Robert Kaufman, we got Celestial. So this is more of a teal, and again, this is like the other one. It's really just the mottled kind of plain. I mean, you can kind of see the probably they use leaves or something on this, but to get that to get that, or scrunched it, yeah, to get that pattern. But anyway, this is teal, and it is darker than it appears on the camera. And the other one is, because they almost look like dandelions to me, but kind of flowers, and they're a dark kind of a purpley blue, more of a purpley blue, and with light light colors going through it. And then we have a brown.
It's darker than it shows.
And oh yes, it's much darker than what it's showing on camera. This is a deep brown color with the lighter, going through it. So sorry that we can't seem to get the color correct on camera, but we work with what we have. And then also we have Petite Pastels. So this is a light but bright yellow, and it's got little flowers scattered through it. And then we have this little kind of pastel-y purple, lilac-y, some blues in it, with little paisleys. Sometimes the words just escape me. And so little paisleys, and they're more white. So that's Petite Pastels, and then the Celestial from Robert Kaufman. And also from Robert Kaufman, this is not a batik, so those others were all batiks, so this is just regular cotton, and this is called Marine Delights, and such cute little guys here. They're so cute. Little seahorses, and all their where they swim, all their little kelp and seaweed and so on and so forth. And then you have the little starfish and on the blue, so you have blue with pink and lighter blues and darker blues, but it's not dark. It's actually more tealy than it's showing on the camera. All right, and then we have kind of the coral. I guess this one is kelp, whatever you want to call it.
That's what it's called.
Okay, well,
Seaweed kelp.
Seaweed kelp. Well, the seaweed I see on is not near as pretty as this. So we have pretty seaweed here. So this has a, kind of a light greenish blue background, and you've got the kelp and the yellows and the pinks, and just pretty. And then we have more starfish, the same as the other one, just in a different background color. So this is kind of almost a peachy, a light peachy color with the pinks and the blues. So this one all together, this would be cute 3-yard quilts. This would make fabulous sashing, or even binding, you know, going that way. It'd be fun to have those colors. Anyway, Marine Delights from Robert Kaufman. And then from Windom Fabrics, we got a few basics here called Terrain. So these basics have, you know, just some texture going through it. Almost looks, it's been very windy and everything is feeling gritty here. So this feels a little gritty. But anyway, we have, you know, kind of an off-white with some grays and taupey colors going through it. And then we have more of the aqua color with, you know, darker going through it. So it just gives a little texture. And then the darker blue with the lighter blue on it. So this is just more of this is a basic, but more of a textured basic. And it's called Terrain from Windom Fabrics. And then we have Diamond Dust, and we actually got this particular one for a project, so we'll see whether it's going to work for that project. But it could work for Christmas, but it is quite sparkly. It does have quite a bit of, doesn't come off, so I don't think you have to worry about that. But it does have quite a bit of glittery looking, so it's kind of a silver, you know, obviously it's silver, but it's kind of a grayish silver background, and with all this silvery going through it, so very sparkly. And, you know, would work, you know, kids would, a little girl would love this, you know, and it could work with Christmas as well. So anyway, Diamond Dust from Windom Fabrics. And then from Michael Miller, we also got the 2.5-inch strips that are just all white. So these are just plain white. This is their cotton couture. It's wonderful, wonderful fabric. Sometimes people just don't want to have to cut all that background fabric, and you can use the 2.5-inch strips. So we do have those, and like I said, the Michael Miller cotton couture is, when you feel it, it's just fabulous. So anyway, the 2.5-inch strips from Michael Miller in all white, and it's, you know, it's not a white on white, it's just plain white. Okay, and then we have some upcoming classes. So we've talked about Flutterby Frolic, and I still have a hard time saying that one.
I can't say it either.
We've talked about that. That is a block of the month, and that is a Krista, what is it? Krista. It's like, what is her first name? I knew it was Moser, but anyway, it is you know, it uses her rulers, and, you know, it's her pattern, and we've done some of these before. Stacy likes those a lot, so Stacy will be teaching these classes. So they're optional. You can do the, you know, the block of the month, and then just come on those days and get some help with, and it kind of keeps you on track with those block of the month. And then in January we have Posh Sunflower. So this is a So Kind of Wonderful pattern. It uses the mini quick curve ruler, and we will show you the actual. So we have the patterns and the Posh Sunflower. So this is their latest release in the Posh series. So they just released this at market. So this is Posh Sunflower, and I'm actually going to do another one, and probably possibly in Kaufman fabrics, because I think it would look fabulous. But whoops. Anyway, this is Posh Sunflower, and we will have that class, and it does require the mini quick curve ruler, so if you have done any of those, but don't be afraid if you haven't done them, it's not difficult. Do not fear the curve. So
Jeff asked, does the block of the month have to be in person? And the answer is yes.
the block of the month does have to be, you know, to do it in person, yeah, we won't be filming. We won't be filming that or zooming it. You know.
We could arrange a Zoom.
Yeah. If somebody needs a Zoom, we could arrange that, but, you know, it's not what we're going to do overall. Okay, and then our holiday hours. So we will be, our Thanksgiving holiday hours, we will be closed Wednesday and Thursday. So the Wednesday before Thanksgiving and the day of Thanksgiving, we will be closed. That Friday afterwards is Black Friday, and then Saturday is Small Business Saturday. So we have always had sales on those days, and we will be doing that again. So those So save up your dollars and come to the come to those sales and support your small businesses here in town. You know, obviously we will be open both of those days, our regular hours those days. So Friday would be from 10 to 5 and Saturday would be 10 to 4. And we will be letting you know what our sales are. Now next week, because we will be closed, the shop will be closed on Wednesday, our live at 5 will be on Tuesday next week. So don't forget to tune in that day for our live at 5, and we will have all the information about Black Friday and Small Business Saturday. Okay, and did we need to go over anything else? And any other questions? Okay, well, we hope to see you all next week on Tuesday.